Hey guys, welcome back. It's Babboo TV here, back with another exciting video. Rare just dropped this trailer, Sea of Thieves anniversary update, and man, this thing is jam-packed. There is so much going on, and I'm really excited to break that all down. Yeah, let's get right into it. Big reveal right off the bat. Fishing pole, simple reel and bobber setup. I imagine it's going to be similar to Stardew Valley fishing. Something like a cast and then balancing the tension on the line. And then a couple things you might miss if you're not really paying attention. There's something in this pot here, and if you're actually listening very closely, you can hear a sizzling in the background of the video. This is obviously a cooking reveal. We've seen in the past few updates they've added stoves to all the ships. I think this is a lot of people complaining that there's nothing to do on the ship and sailing between islands, especially when you're against the wind. It can be very boring and tedious. So cooking and fishing, that's going to give you some things to do. One last thing I found in this scene that I thought was interesting. This pirate who's raising her grog is actually shouting out a yar. I don't know if that was just added in for the video, but something people have been asking for is a broader range of emotes. It would be really cool to, yell out a cheer as you raise your grog. All right, moving on, we get this nice little tease of what looks to be some sort of a new riddle quest or puzzle quest, I'm assuming. This guy's got some sort of a music box here, and that has triggered the opening of this chest. Now, you don't normally open chest in Sea of Thieves, so this is a little interesting in itself, having in-world containers that can be opened. I don't think they would put a chest inside of a chest, so I'm curious as to what could be in here. I have a feeling this ties somewhat into the new Tall Tales that they've announced of story-driven quests within the world. This scene is really exciting. There's a lot to unpack here. First, great looking cosmetic set. I believe is new. I'm not sure, but I believe is a new cosmetic set. Once again, a couple big flashy reveals. You can see casting the fishing line right here while the ship is moving. Look at this. 2 harpoon guns now mounted on the front of the ship. Now there's going to be more in the reveal about this later, but for right now, just very excited. There are harpoons on the ship. And then something you might miss if you're not paying attention, the red-headed pirate right here is actually holding a book. I'm interested to see if that could be possibly some sort of a lore-based profession with them adding the cooking and the fishing. I would like for there to be some unlockables there. I know Rare is very much against vertical progression and skills, maybe some more horizontal progression, choosing different paths of skills rather than just getting stronger ones. Like I said, if you weren't paying attention, you might miss that. We get the title of the update, anniversary update. Now moving into some ship combat, I think they're showing off a lot of the arena here. You can see they've added more destruction to the ships. That mast you actually saw breaking. Looks like it takes about 3 shots to take the mast down. Very cool. I'm interested to know how you fix your mast once it's been taken out. And obviously all this combat leading up into the arena. You can see we've got these floating galleons here, missing 2 masts, and they don't have sails. You can see they're marked by smoke out in the world, so it looks pretty easy to spot. You can see a few pirates doing combat down here, and when it zooms in, you can actually catch 2 new versions of chests. These I think are going to be specific to arena, and I'm not sure if they're actually found on these boats or possibly if there's something that a pirate brings with them to collect gold to add to its value. Obviously there would be a chance for other players to then steal your chest. Again, they look like they're the same chest just with different colorings. I would guess that these somehow relate to your crew colors. Then we can see, I believe this is going to be the arena staging area. We've seen in the patch drop this week that they are building a new section of island in the middle of the map. I believe that will be where you queue up for arena adventures. You can see crew colors being dropped down. I believe this is somehow in relation to how you do in the arena. First, second, and third are obvious choices. This symbol seems to somehow be related to the arena. I'm guessing it's the new faction that you'll be raising reputation with. We see more instances of this circular symbol, which again, I'm thinking is a new reputation. Then we get the reveal for Tall Tales. This is going to be Rare's new story-driven concept. We get some cool-looking cinematics here. I'm not exactly sure how much of this stuff will happen in-game, but it's interesting to see, and it's got some pretty cool reveals in it. Here we obviously see some sort of a trap door. This could lead to waves of skeletons similar to the stronghold, guessing with some form of loot at the end. Also, this appears to be within some sort of a fort. I've never seen anything other than ruins of walls like these. Nothing built up, and definitely nothing that looked functional like this trapdoor. If that is the plan, I'd really like to see Rare add some new NPCs with some different combat. A couple of big reveals here. This one might be a long shot, but I think this could be teasing pets. Rare's talked about adding pets in the game in the past, possibly as a microtransaction. But beyond that, you can see they're both pulling out their spyglass to spot some sort of a constellation in the sky. Again, this is a cinematic, so I'm not exactly sure how much will show up in game, but I'd really like to see them do something more with that beautiful night skybox. This last bit shows off a little bit more of a cinematic. Not much to see here. I did notice this cave painting, which I don't think I've seen in the game before. And then the look on this man's face, obviously triggered by this fearsome looking log trap. Again, cinematic. I'd love it to be in game. Don't necessarily have my hopes up. At 40 seconds, we get another view of the fishing rod. Obviously some sort of a first-person experience. It doesn't look like you have much control of moving the rod back and forth. I'm thinking it's going to be more of a left trigger, right trigger sort of a thing. Again, similar to something like Stardew Valley, where you're just managing the tension on the line, not necessarily fighting the fish back and forth. And then the big reveal, the harpoon gun. Obviously, this one's being used to take a megalodon. What else can you harpoon? Can you harpoon ships? Can you harpoon players? I'm very excited to see what you can do with that, how that affects combat with the megalodons, and if you can harpoon ships, how that affects ship combat and ship hunting. At the end of the video, we get one more view of what I think is the arena staging area. You can see the symbol shows up one more time. And yeah, that's it. The Sea of Thieves anniversary update. Let me know in the comments below what you're excited for in the new update. If there's anything you think I missed, if there's anything you wish you'd seen. And remember, you can catch me every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday from 7:30 to 10 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 to 7 p.m. Pacific, only on twitch.tv/BabbooTV. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit that little bell for all the latest videos on gaming, streaming, and the Sea of Thieves.
We could just all disappear.
Holding on to something special.